Speed round, final three. Play the percentages. Who deserves more blame? What percentage? Mike Nolan or Stephen Jones? Roster or scheme?
Right now, scheme.
Okay. What
scheme.
percentage?
Mike
Mike
Nolan, 70-30 Mike Nolan.
I agree with you. 70-30 would have been my number two. Next one. Play the percentages. Ezekiel Elliott sleeves or Skip Peete?
Skip Peete.
Confidence issues? Not having Gary Brown in the head? You think that's more? You think that's more than
I was
cause?
just about to say it.
Yeah.
You take away Gary Brown, who was a trusted confidant and coach of Ezekiel Elliott, and I say it's key that people understand what I mean by confidant as well. It's one thing to be a coach that a player acclimates so readily to, like Ezekiel Elliott did to Gary Brown.
Yep.
But from a mentor perspective, Gary
Exactly.
Brown was a huge mentor for Ezekiel Elliott. He helped manage Ezekiel Elliott's confidence on a week-in, week-out basis. When Ezekiel Elliott was going through the trials and tribulations of the off-the-field issues, Gary Brown was right there at his house having dinner, keeping him right, or doing what he could to keep him mentally in the game. Now here we are. Gary Brown is out the door. You got Skip Peete. Skip Peete comes in, and this isn't to say that Skip Peete is a bad coach. What I'm saying is the connection is not there. Ezekiel Elliott needs a huge infusion of confidence right now, and this is normally where Gary Brown would step in and say, dude, you know who you are.
Exactly.
You know who you are.
Yep.
Now, Skip Peete is probably saying the same thing, but it's not going to ring the same.
Right, exactly. It's not going to hit him the same way.
It's not the same. So, for me, in that comparison, it's Skip Peete. The Cowboys, and this is something both you and I harped on when they were doing the sweeping changes in the coaching regime, in the coaching staff. We said, hey, Gary Brown is not a guy that you want to get rid of. Gary Brown is not a guy you want to get rid of.
The only running back in the room that matters, and not just that, he clearly was working well with Tony Pollard as well, because Tony Pollard was playing better last year with Gary Brown being his position coach.